got a bear one for you this week.
That's right. You got your chi-chis out. Not too much chocha, though.
Don't look.
Coach Daddy Drew is here with us, the creator of Bear Happy Hour, nationally exalted bear brand. We're here to talk about the bear community, play partners.
Flying on Spirit Airlines?
Yeah, I'm still shocked about that.
I'm going to try it now.
And
oh!
Is that traumatic for you?
I don't know. I was very angry when it happened.
Yeah.
Should have punched him. All right, enjoy this episode.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. Hi, you sloppy, you stupid, you not so you dirty little. Welcome to Sloppy Second with Big Dipper and Meatball. Meatball, that's Big Dipper.
hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You're out in these woods.
I'm out here hunting.
camouflaging.
I'm gonna go hunt.
I'm looking to hunt.
I'm a hunt.
I got vaccinated this morning in a couple of them.
Which ones?
A flu one and a COVID booster.
Mm.
And like they're like, you could have a lot of symptoms in the next couple of days because of the vaccine. I was like, I'll be fine. And now all of a sudden I'm like, am I lightheaded? Do I need to lie down?
Well, I'm glad that you went and got those. Does the new COVID one actually help against real COVID, or is it just like fun?
What's real COVID to you?
The harsh one that's going around right now that everyone's like in bed dying with.
You heard me say this
Yes.
before we started.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all hearsay because apparently I don't get my news from the right place.
Let's not spread any more misinformation after this Tuesday episode.
But what I heard
that the new COVID actually came from the space station. And
Right,
it's a mutated
exactly.
version of COVID.
All I
that's
know
come down here and
is
it's gonna kill us
if
because of gravity.
the corporate conglomerate that is CVS sends me a text message and says, "Come, let us put a needle in you," I'm going.
They've sent me that message 3 times. I'm like, I'll go when I have a week off. Because I always
A week?
when I get a flu shot, I'm down. Like I'm out.
Do it today.
I have Fat Slut this Friday. So, anything else? Any
No,
other big
that's it.
ideas? Okay.
No other big ideas. Happy
Well,
to be here. Thank you.
Speaking of big, please welcome the creator of Bear Happy Hour and Coach After Dark. It's Coach Daddy Drew.
Hi, guys.
Look at them
Hi.
arms, Daddy.
How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you?
Great.
Great. How are
Yeah,
you doing?
thanks.
Yeah.
I'm great too.
Super. So
See?
happy to be here.
This is the appropriate way to wear a shirt like that. I have a shirt like that. I've tried to wear it.
What's inappropriate about the way you wear it?
It just doesn't look right.
Oh, you can't fill it out.
I'm just saying, I always look at the shirt. I have 2 shirts like this in my closet,
hmm
and I always look at it. And there's one of them that has made it even to the pod, made it to the light of day. But you look great.
Oh, thank you. You too.
He said, great. Keep sleeves on, though.
Okay, I have some personal information about Drew that I'd like to share with
Uh-oh.
you,
Okay, I'm
Nice.
ready.
Okay.
which is, Drew, where are you coming from this morning?
I'm coming from Las Vegas.
What?
And where are you going tonight?
Las Vegas.
What?
He flew in for the pod.
Yeah.
Flu?
And boy, are my arms tired.
They're
No,
big, too.
Yeah.
What'd you take? Jet SX or whatever?
No Spirit. Spirit.
This,
Spirit?
Yeah, and it was not holy.
But you're a
today.
big boy.
yes, you fly Spirit all over this country.
I have gold status now, as of about a week ago.
And
But
what does that mean? You get to
well,
use the toilet for free?
No, it used to
Wow.
mean that you
Drag.
get a free drink and a snack,
Okay.
and a free carry-on and a free check bag because
Oh.
they charge for everything.
right.
And now they've blown up their whole pricing model. So now all of that is a bundle. So it is now moot. So I have to have a call with customer service coming up this week to discuss what my options are because I have given them a lot of money.
Yeah.
Do you fly it from here to New York?
Yes, I have on a red eye to Newark, and it's solely for the
Red Eye
Newark?
to Newark
Yeah, well-
on Spirit.
Well, here, let me give everybody the big boy tip here
I
is
gotta
that
go.
they have the big seats up front. It is still cheaper than a coach seat on United, and you can get a lot of places for under $400 round trip. And you're not getting the frills of first class, but the airplane food is usually anyway.
Yeah, no one eats that.
And you basically just get the wide seat,
Do
which
you
is
still have
all
to
I
hold
want.
your arms in like this? Because we have to do
Oh,
that
no,
We
no
always have
matter
to
what.
cross
No, I
our
feel
You're
like
so wide.
I feel like an empress on that throne.
When
The
you
seats don't recline though.
Okay,
Just-
Well,
that's the
I
thing.
don't.
I remember you
I
have to pay
don't.
extra for a reclining seat, don't you?
I don't
they
recline
have to
my
put a
seats.
special. They have to pull a pin out of it, and then, no, they don't have any. Of that.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I just know.
Don't give them any ideas.
Yeah, I just know if anyone ever tried to book me on Spirit, I'd be like, I'm gonna just not show up. Thanks for your time.
It's
Thank
better.
you so
I'll tell you
much.
what, better than Frontier.
Never done that one either.
Yeah, but don't.
I remember when you first were telling me about this because I was asking you about, Bear Happy Hour is a brand that is all over the country and you travel all over for it. And I was like, how do you do it? You must have like amazing status. You must spend all your money. And you're like, no, I'm dedicated to making Bear Happy Hour like successful. You're putting all your time and energy into it. And you're like, I'm flying Spirit everywhere. I was like, that's crazy. Because
Yeah.
you're tall too.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But
just
now knowing that they have wide seats, I'm like, are they wider than the Delta seats? Can we get
It
a,
might be
they're
because
they're
Can we
bigger
get a-
than the Delta seats.
can we
for
get a
fact.
measurement on this? Because Mama,
should we go
should
somewhere
we
on
do
Spirit
Spirit?
and just
When
try
we got
it?
together, can I be your ambassador?
How many
yeah,
seats are in a
you can
row?
buy us your ticket or
Yeah,
our
I-
tickets with your
How many
gold
It's
seats
status.
are in a row up
there's
front?
there's 8 up front and they're 2 and 2. So
Two
it's
by
just
two
it's
and
like
two.
it's
So
like
you
a-
guys could sit
yeah,
in a row and I'll get my own.
yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
might have a travel companion, but now when you get the
I'll
big
bring it
front
down.
seat, it comes with your checked bag, your carry on, a snack, a drink at every service, and I think the Wi-Fi is included now too in that.
I feel.
So it's like
Meanwhile, we're paying
We're-
3 times
I
our
know, we're
rent
paying,
to
like,
fly somewhere for
$1,000
4
to go
hours.
somewhere, and then this is
it's a good budget way to do it. Honestly, I wish they would just do a whole plane of all those seats because you could.
Well, that's
well, they will never.
one would say
They'll
that
never
is
make any money.
Jet Suite X, except it's not because those seats are tiny.
No, that wasn't that bad.
That was hard.
Well, I didn't have a problem, but no one was
I-
sitting next to me.
What's it like living in Vegas?
Yeah, what's Vegas like?
It's
When-
interesting. I mean, it's nice. I like it. I don't hate living there. I've lived worse places. It just sort of
Name one.
Albany, New York.
Ooh. But it's the capital.
It is. And that's about it.
Okay.
The winters.
And the winters are really
yeah.
rough.
But Vegas
Um,
doesn't have like any seasons. It's always just
It's just hot. Yeah. And,
Yeah.
well, it's variations of hot and dry. I honestly, the heat doesn't bother me that much. It's the dryness. It's
Yeah.
like your sinuses are just like
Mhm.
racked all the time. And I'm sorry to make this take such a sad downward turn.
Sinuses
That-
are not sad.
No, but
Meatball's been destroying hers for years.
Just kidding.
What are
I'm
you
just
doing?
kidding. I'm just
No.
kidding.
Don't say it.
I'm just kidding.
And how long have you lived in Vegas? You've lived in a lot of places, right?
Yeah, well, I was in New York for 10 years before that,
Okay.
and Vegas has been the past year and a few months now. So
Mm.
I don't know.
What made you make the move?
Well, I quit my job in New York to start this full time,
Okay.
and living in New York is wazoo expensive.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to start a little gay party thing,
Uh-huh.
Vegas is a relatively cheap place to live.
And do you do it in Vegas? Bear Happy Hour?
We do one in Vegas, yes.
Where? Fun Hog Ranch?
We do it at Fun Hog. We do it at the Garage. We do it at Phoenix Bar.
Okay.
We've done it at the Bent Inn, which is a nice little Palm Springs style.
Bent?
Yes, Palm Springs style like hotel bar
Okay.
that they have there, kind of near the downtown area.
I feel like we didn't really see.
No, I kept on trying to get us to go to Fun Hog Ranch.
Right. I didn't
It's-
understand it.
the big drag of it is that it's so smoky. Like
Yeah.
because you can. There's a few bars that are smoke free in Vegas, but that one is usually. I mean, that's where they have smoke out every year.
Smoking cigars with
Wait,
the
oh, yeah,
leather
everyone
gloves.
just
Leather
loves-
Daddy cigar.
While your little
Mm.
boys. Sorry, I mean
That's
that.
your friend.
I mean
sir.
that in a fetish way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not in a
Well, now you can't do that at the clubs
age
and the
way.
bars.
Well, certain places. I want to talk about why you started Bear Happy Hour.
Yes.
So what's say what Bear Happy
Yeah,
Hour
explain it
is for
to
people
our
who
listeners
have
who
never
don't
heard
have it in their cities.
Sure.
yet.
So a Bear Happy Hour is a after work sort of social event meant for kind of community and connection. very built around the idea that there's no DJs or drag performers or anything else going on.
None of that trash. Not in my house.
Well, just really just so that there's like a held space for you to kind of meet up, connect, and not have to like talk over loud music
Yes.
or, watch some girl who really thinks she's gonna win Drag Race.
Don't look at me like
fill
that.
live out that delusion. But
I know I'd go home first. That ain't me.
I would
know.
I would cheer you on so hard.
Oh,
this
thank you
season.
so
I
much.
don't think you'd go home first.
No,
I
not
think
at
you'd
all.
go home loudest.
Oh, sure.
No, they'd keep you. You'd be
Most
good
verbose.
TV. Yeah.
Oh.
You'd have an arc.
Yeah, no, that's what I really love about Bear Happy Hour. I like that one, it travels around, so you can kind of like, depending on where it is, it's easier for me to get to.
Yeah.
And I do like that it's not like loud blaring music and it's more of just like a conversational, like walk around and meet new people event.
Yeah.
And there's different people that go to different ones, so that's always nice.
Yeah, especially here in LA because it's so sort of neighborhood.
Yeah, like the
dependent.
WeHo one I still haven't
Yeah.
been to yet, but I heard it's fun.
Yeah, the New York one, people will travel all over for it. Same with Chicago.
Just hop on the subway.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's just a subway.
Yeah, no, but
You
I mean,
do it at Rock Bar?
We've never done it at Rock Bar actually. Yeah.
You're like, it's already too full of bears.
Yeah, well, it's the New York one is so big, like I don't think we would fit in Rock
Oh.
Bar at this point.
Oh.
It's like it's a lot of menses.
How
in
many
one.
cities are you in?
We are in 5 right now. So New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, San Francisco, and Las Vegas.
The big ones.
The big ones.
Yeah.
And where, like, are they all, it's always on Thursdays or different
Except
days of the
Vegas
week?
is Wednesday, so I can attend 2 a week, which is
Oh, sure.
proving to be exhausting.
Right.
Go to do that and then fly.
Because you have to
to-
manage
do you
them
come
all
to-
over every city.
Yeah.
Do you go to each city for each one, or do you let them kind of run themselves?
I try to stop in it at all of them with some regularity, and that's sort of why I do the coach party on the weekend, so I can kind of stop in at happy hour, do a coach party, fly back. That's sort of the
Put me in, coach.
that's sort of the plan
Love a
right
coach
now.
bag.
And what did you not see in nightlife when you were like living in New York and working? What makes you go, oh, I want to start a party, or I want to start a brand, or I want to start something? What was
Ooh.
missing for you?
Well, this is going to be real honest and sound real awful, but I've been to so many nightlife events, and
Yeah.
some of them just never like live up to your expectations, right?
Totally.
Right? Like you kind of go out and you're like, yeah, I was there. It was this.
Well, that's what I mean.
And so I try to be very mindful all the time of like and demure of
Beat me to it.
sorry
So you are
of
good.
how what events I'm at that I'm like, wow, I'm really like vibing with this, like this
Sure.
is really good, and trying to like recreate those or do different versions of that. And basically I'm building parties that I'd want to go to,
right.
Right.
Which I think, I mean, both of us have done that.
Yes.
And I think that's what's really important, because people, if you think, oh, I want to build a party because I want to be a party promoter,
yeah,
what else is out there? I'll just do what they're doing. That's not going to work. But if you build something that feels authentic and you're carving out a brand new space, you're like, I want to go somewhere for 3 or 4 hours where like I can talk with everyone and that's it.
Oh yeah, that's there, and there's so many copycats out there, and that was some of the friction when we started Bear Happy Hour in New York that we ran into. A lot of
Ooh.
these bars would be like, people standing around talking, it'll never work. Like that kind of like you get this like old Hollywood grifter sort of like.
They were like, how many
energy from
go-go
people.
boys with visible
Yeah.
penis
They're like-
lines
They're
will
like,
be
if the
here?"
music's not turned past 11, no one's gonna stay. Like it was sort of insane that we'd like run into
Right.
probably redlining bad right now.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're
Thank-
fine.
thank
You're
bird
fine.
noises. Yeah, thank you. So much kind of pushback from bars that they're like, well, we'll get a DJ or we'll bring in like a performer, we'll do this. I'm like, no, just like let people like chill and talk. And
Yeah.
especially among like, I think the big draw, especially for New Yorkers, were like, older men in the community that normally would not come out were coming out to
Uh-huh.
this. So we were getting this like really
Tell me
diverse
about it.
diverse all ages sort of like situation, which
Right.
I think has allowed the event to kind of flourish in
Yeah.
like a great way.
Also, it has that one thing that I love, which is that it starts early and ends early.
Yeah.
So you're not like there on a Thursday night, like, okay, it's midnight. We're still out chit chatting. Like, you can go. You can leave
Yeah,
early.
it ends at 9 p.m. You can go grab dinner with friends and recover for your workday on Friday. And a lot of people are working from home on Friday now.
Right.
So, it just segues so
Word.
nicely into that.
Yeah.
Thanks, COVID.
Thanks,
I also
Coach.
think what I do like about it, I'm just gonna keep complimenting your party, is that sometimes like what you're saying, where there's like one drag performer, and so everyone has to like pile into a room, or like everyone has to change their focus to watch one thing, and then it's over, and you're like, great.
Ugh, and you gotta pay that drag performer $100. I'm
$150.
$50.
$150.
I'm of course very much joking.
Yes.
Let's take a break.
And we'll be right back. This episode is brought to you by Helix.
We have had Helix mattresses in our homes for a while now, and that is because we love them. Yes, we got them for free when we started working with Helix, but honestly, I have recommended Helix to so many people. I get a few people have been in my
Stay
bed.
in your bed.
And I have gotten compliments from them because it's like for me, it's like sleeping on a cloud.
Me too.
And I don't sleep as well when I'm not in that bed. It is so for real.
Yes, I mean, we both travel a lot for work, and again, I'm gonna say it, every time I get into a hotel bed, I just go, ugh,
Yeah.
I wish I was back home. But it used to be the opposite. I used to be excited to stay in hotels because my bed was so trash. But now that I got the Helix, I can't ever leave her.
And it's a very like adult thing to do, to make a decision to elevate your mattress scenario. And we spend a lot of our life in bed sleeping. We find it to be a place of comfort and of rest. And if you don't have like a good mattress that is doing positive things for you, what are you doing?
The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe collection, the newly released Helix Elite collection, a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids.
But you might be wondering, how will you know which of their many options works best for you and your body? Well, the answer is that Helix Sleep Quiz. It takes just about 2 minutes, and you can find the perfect mattress match for you.
They've got models with memory foam layers to provide optimal pressure relief if you sleep on your side, models with more responsive foam to cradle your body for essential support in stomach and back sleeping positions.
And they even have enhanced cooling features to keep you from overheating at night, which is something that happens to me.
And your personalized mattress is shipped straight to your door, free of charge.
It is quite a cool thing to get a mattress in a box at your door. You don't have to go to a mattress store. You don't have to lug it in your car. All you got to do is bring it in the house and unpack it.
Unpack it, open up that plastic vacuum seal, and baby, it expands.
It's lovely to watch.
It is fun to watch.
And Helix knows there's no better way to test out a new mattress than by sleeping on it in your own home. That's why they offer a 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try out your new Helix mattress.
Helix is offering 25% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners.
Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy.
This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long.
With Helix, better sleep starts now. And we're back. You know Wicked?
I've never.
You gay?
I am gay. I've never seen it though. Actually, I'm excited for the
Movie.
the movie version.
Yeah.
Film?
The film.
We
I
just
mean, I
had
know
someone-
I know all the songs because it's sort of unavoidable to meet theater gays that are not obsessed with it in New York. So
Yeah.
That's
I know
true.
enough of the context.
Someone
But
just really destroyed that movie in my dreams for it.
Well, not
recently.
destroyed. They just said they were skeptical of.
Yeah. Which was okay.
Right here on this pod, in fact.
Yeah, it made me sad.
But we can all have different opinions about art.
It's Thanksgiving, right? That's when it comes out.
Yes.
On Thanksgiving Day.
On Thanksgiving Day. Well, no, it's now the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay,
They
so on the
moved it
27th.
to the 20.
For the Orthodox folks, right?
I don't know why they moved it.
But Meatball rented out a theater.
Yeah. So if you're,
Oh,
in town and you want to come see it,
okay.
but you're not allowed to talk
You
or
can't,
sing along.
only you
Only
can
me.
And you're gonna have a headset mic with
And I'm
one of
gonna
those
have
little
both the Barbie
amps
dolls
with one of those
sitting
little
next
amps
to
on
me.
your hip.
Yeah.
I think he might need a spray gun to just sort of,
Get everyone to
Deter
keep
the other
people.
ones.
deter. Yeah.
No talking.
You're gonna want to talk about one short day.
No, I just treat it like what is that, Rocky Horror, and I just get up and start
in
performing in
front.
front
You
of
don't
it.
even watch.
No, I'm like, I don't care. Everyone, me.
You're like, I'll watch it later. Me and Arianti.
I actually rented the theater out all day, so I'm gonna be here for a while, you guys.
Multiple screenings. Jesus. So you mentioned you sort of teased it. Coach. You have Coach
Yes.
After Dark.
Yes, the sports gear disco.
Coach, there's a lot of title there. Coach After Dark, the
Mhm.
Sports Gear Disco.
Yeah, colon the sports gear disco.
Well,
the,
we know
is
it's all about the
subtitle,
colon.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
it is.
Tell us about Coach After Dark, the Sports Gear Disco, colon.
It was just basically the merger of my two favorite P-Town Bear Week events. So it's Solid
Okay.
Gold Tea and the Singlet Party all rolled into one.
Nice.
And
Oh.
so Singlets and Donna Summer is always the way I like describe it in a 2-word elevator pitch. But
That makes sense.
it's a stupid, campy, fun party that is not really about going and looking hot as much it is going and dancing and having fun.
Right.
So that's sort of the ethos of what I try to put on and create.
Do you think that maybe you have like a little fetish for this athletic gear?
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Okay,
For
great.
sure.
Then you can answer this question. Just quick yes or no.
Mhm.
Do you like any of the following? Wrestling singlets,
Yes.
mesh scrimmage tank tops,
Oh, absolutely.
jock straps,
Yes.
an actual cup that goes in athletic gear.
Neutral.
You ever done a shot out of one?
I have not.
Well, okay, you haven't.
That could
And
be a
we didn't
fun.
even- I
That
mean,
could be a fun game.
I mean, I'm thinking water sports too with that probably is a.
Water sports?
Oh, never mind. Okay,
It's
sorry.
not
Didn't
on
mean
your
to.
list.
Didn't mean to.
That's
yuck-
not on
Wow.
the
Didn't mean to
list.
yuck your yum.
Don't kink shame.
It's not
over
my
here.
yum.
The plaid
I
is
did
blue
actually
and
get. I did
yellow.
get. I did. I didn't. It
Sorry.
was. They. And I went. Huh. And then spat it in the toilet.
Did you go?
Thoughts?
How did you enjoy that?
It was fine.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna taste saltier or like have any type of taste, and it was just like warm water.
sure. Yeah.
The doll was prepared.
Is it always that way for you when you?
I wouldn't know. I'm usually I flag left.
Windbreaker coaches jackets.
I disdain the pump cover. Let me put it that way.
Oh, okay. A clipboard.
Wait, are we saying fetishes
Yeah.
for a clipboard? Yikes.
Just like them walking around with one.
just a prop.
They're
Not-
holding
we're
it.
not
What if
u-
it has like?
We're
the-
not using like
They're
the
like-
clip, right?
No.
No.
What if it has like the
Ugh.
whiteboard back with the field on it that you can
Yeah, and
draw
you're
on?
like, this is what the
Only
game's
if I
gonna
can
be.
sniff the markers.
Ooh, okay. An ace bandage.
Ooh, okay. Is this like an injury sort of thing?
Sure, it's whatever you want it to be.
Okay, well, possibly, yeah. There's maybe
Maybe it's part of it. They're wrapping your
I
foot
think
up
there's
for you.
Yeah, I think there's a narrative there. Yeah, nurse. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Basketball jersey,
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
football pads,
Yeah, totally.
cleats.
Uh-huh.
You can really tap dance in a bar in a pair of cleats.
Really?
Cleats.
Please.
Short coaches shorts,
Oh, yes, absolutely.
a whistle,
Oh, yeah.
tight polo shirt.
Yeah, that's my outfit that I wear when I do the event.
Oh,
You forgot the high socks.
we're not there yet. Sweatband on forehead,
Yeah, absolutely.
sweatband on
You got-
wrist.
It's helpful to catch all that, when you're doing strenuous physical activity
At the bar.
at the bar.
Yeah.
To Donna Summer.
Yes.
Holding yourself up.
Classic orange Gatorade water cooler.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Knee high. Making everyone else.
Wow. I'll have to get back to you on
Too
that
far.
one.
Oh, too far.
I haven't.
That was the line.
No, I just, sometimes you want to ideate these things to
Right.
make sure they're in your wheelhouse.
Oh,
No! And they're all drinking out of those weird cone.
the cone cops. Cone cops.
Cone cup.
Madonna fantasy.
Oh my god.
And thank you for playing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Seems like everything does.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think the sports thing is, oh, thank you. Wow.
What?
I didn't know I was getting a free show.
No, you're gonna have to pay for that.
That is the kindest response. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Normally I get like a whoa.
Whoa.
Those nipples is
Are
big.
those nipples? Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I think there's this sort of you know, I don't know if you two were forced into sports as a kid,
Yes.
right?
Sure.
So, but like it's such a heteronormative space that we're like forced into. It's like
Yeah.
kind of one of the first ones, and it kind of takes the fun out of it because it pushes you into this like, oh, you have to compete and like do all this other stuff. And I feel like it's a very sort of stressful space as a queer or gay person to grow
Yeah.
up in.
hmm
And I think that something neat about this event is it sort of reclaims that in this really like joyful queer way. So
Yeah.
Donna Summer in a
No,
St. Louis.
is
yeah,
is Coach
like
After
if the
Dark
lock
also in all those same cities?
we've done it in New York, LA, and Chicago, and San Francisco as of last weekend, and we have our Vegas premiere on Friday.
Wow, wow,
Wow.
And
wow.
the next LA one is at Precinct on Saturday, September 28th.
I'll be
Oh,
in
coming up.
town, and I got a
And
mesh tank top.
are you doing any sort of lube wrestling, or
I
how
have
far does the theme go?
it right now it's just sort of the sports gear and the disco
Dancing,
and the
yeah.
dancing.
Sometimes you don't need a gimmick. If
Well,
the
I'm no,
party's
I mean, I'm
good.
saying his whole brand is like, leave that at home and come hang out and socialize with the people who
Yeah.
are here. But it immediately makes me think about
I mean,
some sort of gimmick.
I think there's people that find their fun at these parties.
Right.
If you want it, you'll go for it, right?
That's sure,
Big
sure
Gatorade,
is right.
orange
true.
Gatorade
Oh,
cooler.
that's me and those. Anyway,
But
You and those what?
we're not supposed to put bars on blast anymore, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, right. Where did you do Coach After Dark in Chicago?
Who you married to?
we did it. I'm single, but seeing long-term relationship.
Mm.
That's
we
not
did
single.
We did it at
That's
Oh, wait, what the
unmarried.
did it at Jackhammer over Market Days
Oh,
weekend,
yeah.
which
Okay.
was
Jackhammer was amazing.
fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really, really fun. We had an awesome. It was probably our biggest one we've done yet.
Do you literally say you're single?
No. I'm in a long-term relationship.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not
So
married,
you're just
sorry.
not married.
I'm just not married. No, I'm in a very loving 4-year relationship.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Because we feel like everyone always says they're single.
They're
And then
single, and
they're
then you
not.
find out they have a boyfriend later, and
Oh.
I think
No,
that
no,
just
no.
happened to us.
Yeah, I think I saw that in your last episode.
Everyone's got a boyfriend.
Yeah. That was you for a long time too.
Shut the up.
But it was.
Sure. You know what? Why don't we take a break?
Okay.
I will kill you.
Me?
And we're back. Oh yeah, you're gonna want to.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to check that.
How do you see the bear community? Like, obviously you're catering to the bear community. It's
Sure,
called
yeah.
Bear Happy Hour. Do you see the bear community as like a positive place that is very joyful and where you feel connected? Or do you feel like you're like, oh, I want to create a positive space inside the very toxic bear community?
I've always sort of viewed it, and this is maybe I'm wrong in this view, but I've always viewed the bear community as sort of the body inclusive space within the gay community.
Sure.
And I know that there is an archetype within that, and I
Yes.
understand I fit that archetype to some
Yeah.
degree, but I also think that it's kind of a place for anybody who feels displaced from like mainstream circuit culture.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that was the intent in
Yes.
its creation. But it does feel, and we've talked about this before, that
Mhm.
it's gone off the rails a little bit.
It's got a little off the rails.
And I don't ever feel the off the rails feeling at your party.
Good.
It always feels like very inclusive.
Yes.
And it feels like everyone is welcome. And I have actively seen and even been a part of standing with my friends who I always talk to and seeing someone standing alone and just gone like, hey, what are you doing? What's your name? Because it feels like it's part of the nature of the environment.
I love to hear that, honestly. Like, and I've gotten so many notes from people over the course of doing this about what a welcoming space it's been for people,
Sure.
especially people moving to one of these new cities that it's in,
Right.
and being able to like find their kind of friend group and tribe right away. I've like probably a slew of like lovely notes that people have sent me over the past couple years of doing this.
You're like,
where-
it was amazing, except there was this one guy who wouldn't stop singing Wicked to me.
Just holding up
Yeah.
a broom in the corner. I
know,
didn't know
yeah.
what that was
Saying, the
about.
broom.
The broom fuck. No, I will have to agree that like out of all the bear parties that I've been to here in LA, yours is definitely the most feels the most inclusive, and I feel more comfortable like walking around there and like talking to people.
It does
And I
shift
don't like
per
worry.
neighborhood, though.
Oh yeah. Well, yes. Well, I don't know. I haven't been to a certain neighborhood of it, but for the most part, I've had a wonderful time at all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
thank
I
you
do
so
think
much,
that the bear community itself can be kind of a little catty in
Yeah,
general.
no, I mean, I did run into a situation during the very early days of the New York one where I had some chaser friends that were like sort of made to feel like they didn't belong there by people that were attending.
Mm.
And
Oh, the skinny people didn't.
and
feel
I
like they
shut that shit down,
belonged.
and I shut that down real quick. Like it's not what this space is supposed to be. And hey, look, I think it's like very human nature for people to sort of recreate the caste system that they escape out of. So like, if you felt like if these individuals, for instance, felt sort of cast out of like mainstream circuit culture and then
Right.
sort of felt like they needed to recreate that within the bear community, it's kind of humans have been doing that for years.
Completely.
Like so it like I get why it happens, but it's just I want everybody to really feel like it's a space that they can exist in
Yeah.
and meet people and build those friendships and communities. Like I always love when some of the Hell's Kitchen ones in New York, like a group of new friends would meet each other and then they'd all go get dinner afterwards, which is
Right.
sort of like amazing. And then, you look at their Instagram and they were friends for the rest of the year,
Well, it's also
hanging
like
out all the time.
when you meet people at the club, there's like a different sort of there's like a knowing nod, or like we dance together, or like we both
Sure.
drink the same alcohol, or like
That's how we say it.
but that idea of like there's only so much of a connection that can
Yeah.
happen if you're like, we're party friends.
And then there's nothing
like,
you can do after because it's like 2 a.m. So it's like, let's go to the afters and do a bunch of drugs together.
when I lived in New York, I had so many party friends who I would like hug and greet and say hello. And it even happens here. But there's nothing more than that because it's too loud. You can't get to know them. You
Sure.
barely know their name. You maybe follow them on Instagram. But when you meet people at Bear Happy Hour, you're able to like have a
Yeah, I've met a lot of
conversation.
new friends at Bear Happy
Yeah,
Hour, so
I
it's
know you
been
like to
God,
make
it's
new
been lovely.
friends.
I'm so glad to hear that, guys.
I like to
That's
kiss them on the
amazing.
mouth.
You do, but you say, what do you say beforehand? Kiss on the mouth, like that.
Oh yeah, kiss me on the mouth. Or
Can
oh
I
my god, at one
Can
of
I
yours,
hug your face?
at one of yours, I made 2 other people make out. I was like, no, you
Oh,
two
yeah.
kiss. I feel the tension, and then I was just making people make out. It was really fun.
That feels.
What? Is that bad?
No, I think
Feels
it's
like
fine.
a
I mean,
little-
Do you not like that? You don't want people to have fun at your party?
No, I
It
want-
feels
no,
like
I
a
want-
little high school, like the gay guy in high school not being able to do anything on their own.
No, I
so
made
they're
them kiss
going,
me too.
Oh, okay. Kiss me on the mouth.
No, kiss me on the mouth.
and that's where the new strain of COVID came from.
No, but it might have been
Wow.
gonorrhea. No, what was it?
What was the STI?
I don't know.
Chlamydia?
It was cleared up. I think it was
Syphilis.
gonorrhea.
Oh, that the guy texted you
Yeah.
about.
You ever had an STI?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
sure.
sure. Okay.
Yeah. Several of them.
Yeah, they make their way around.
Yeah, I think there should be no shame in it. I always sort of have always found the communities in California to be way more forthright with that information.
hmm
I think there's a
Ooh.
little like East Coast shame with that, and I want people to know that you shouldn't live your life like that. Like,
Oh
it's,
yeah.
it's like really great. I think something I've encountered definitely here in SF that if someone's like, "Hey, we played and I got this," and it's just like just letting you know, like, thanks for the heads up. And
Oh, yeah,
there's
and-
Oh
just
yeah,
sort of
that's
no-
exactly.
in
yeah.
SF, they're like, "Hey, you should probably get tested. Also, once you're done with your antibiotics, come."
Right.
And you're like, "Ay.
So, yeah,
I'm down."
Where's your favorite city to be throwing Bear Happy Hour or Coach After Dark?
Oh, it's so hard to pick. I
No,
mean,
pick one.
Pick
I don't-
one and let
pick
everyone
one
know your
right
favorite
now.
bar as well.
Oh
Just
man.
kidding. He's gonna answer
Please
for real.
don't answer.
Some of my
Don't answer.
honestly, one of my favorite ones here in LA is Akbar.
Oh yeah.
And I know
Okay.
I know it's a smaller space, but they are always really good about giving us free reign of that jukebox. And I
Ooh,
love nothing more
fun.
than loading that up with like some real good 80s ladies.
Sorry, doing what to it?
Loading
Just
it up.
loading it
Ugh.
up. With some good 80s ladies and just sort of like fun, top 40 pop from other decades
Yeah.
and just setting the vibe. Like
I like in the
it's got,
back
like,
of
good-
Akbar, you can get this. You finally get to those couches.
Oh yeah, the booth. That's why I always get there early for the
Yeah.
one at Akbar because I like to take a little corner.
And you go.
And I'm-
You make
you
out.
come kiss me on the mouth. No, I just
you need the Dawn booth.
I'm just always there. And then people come and sit
Ew.
around you, and then it's like fun and nice to like meet new people that way.
It's good. I mean, it's been really fun getting to travel and do this and like visit all these cities
Yeah.
with kind of more regularity than I had in the past. I mean, outside of like a theme weekend when I lived in New York full time.
Do you love the traveling?
It does get exhausting at times, but I do really enjoy it. I find it actually being on the road focuses me to do a lot of the background work that I have to do to keep this running. Because
Oh,
like
okay.
sometimes have like, nothing else to do in my hotel room on a Friday morning. So,
Right.
And so you don't want to just get on TikTok and doom scroll?
Well,
You'd like
no.
to get some work done?
Honestly, well, when you're running 6 social media accounts, it's like, yeah, that's actually the worst
I
part.
literally couldn't. I can barely run too.
Well,
Yeah.
you have 6.
I do.
You have access to 6.
Yes, I do.
You don't boast on all of them.
I
'cause
don't.
Baby
Yeah.
girls out here lurking on you.
What is it? Fat slut, meatball, your
Personal,
personal
the podcast, and
And
then
then the
2 burner
burners.
accounts.
two burners.
Yes.
What does one need 2 burners
In case-
for?
One of them I post on.
And then
And
the other
one
one
is literally strictly just like the title is bleep. It's just like
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, gotcha. Okay, all right, that makes sense.
You were about
Please.
to say
I
I
have
was
one.
gonna
Of,
say,
I
I
have one
don't-
of
no
those
ads,
for.
no
I have
ads.
one of those for the app formerly known as Twitter.
Oh,
just to
yeah, I
sort of-
have a.
just
I
for-
have a. s-
Pretty much.
You know what I got so
Oh, I
upset
just started
about?
doing that on my meatball account. I was like, y'all know what I'm into. I talk about it every week, but I have a separate
Feats
account for my
Hiss
nudes.
and feats. Fat top. My buddy in New Orleans.
Fat top. That's my name on there.
My buddy in New Orleans, he has this great Twitter full of his likes, and you used to be able to see people's likes.
Right,
Mhm.
and they got rid
And
of that.
following him to see his likes was fantastic because he would only like porn videos on Twitter that were like longer than 2 minutes.
Oh.
And it was like literally, it was almost like subscribing to a really
Yes,
nicely
yeah.
curated
That's it.
account. And then I was like, oh, I can't see your likes.
I want to do
anymore.
my with him.
He's amazing.
Ah.
Banking.
Yeah.
I think you guys
FDI
would get along.
insured, baby.
I bet you guys probably even know each other.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
You know,
We'll
I
have
feel
to,
like-
we'll have to trade notes.
I feel like
afterwards.
thick dudes over 6 feet all know each other.
They do.
Yeah.
Sometimes
there's
when they
not-
walk into a room, they can't even see me. I'm so
Yeah.
sure.
Well, they just see one another.
Yeah, that's
And you're going, kiss me,
Kiss me on the mouth.